Hi, this is Eyvette from My World of Metaphysics, and today I want to speak to you about the law of attraction and hurt. Yes, this is a big topic, everyone. I want to speak to you about hurt and are you allowing it to hold you back? Since we're about to enter another new year, I want to make sure we are all going on the right path. That includes myself. So if you're new to My World of Metaphysics, this is the Law of Attraction Metaphysical Life Coaching channel that brings you information in an easy to understand manner to help change your life. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Now, let's get started. I'm back. Now, what is it that I have to tell you about the law of attraction and fear and how it can hold you back? Now, I don't tell you guys anything that I haven't experienced myself. I try to use my own experiences to bring you the knowledge to help you move along on your path. There's no need for all of us to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. So by me educating you, giving you the knowledge, I'm hoping to help you move along your path too. Now, when it comes down to the law of attraction, if you need more information about this topic, I have multiple videos on the law of attraction. Just go to my playlist. But when it comes down to fear, when it comes down to things that are actually blocking you from reaching your goals, fear is one of the number one things. Now, why is that? You're probably saying, well, Eyvette, everybody goes through stages and times where they're fearful. And you're absolutely right. But there's a time when you go through those stages, and then there's a time that you have to let it go. We all are here to learn a lesson. And our life experiences are our lessons. And how we handle them moving forward is another. We all know as law of attraction, deliberate creators, we are trying to manifest the life that we desire, the life that we deserve. And one of the things that keep us all held back is fear. How many of you guys have that book in your heart that you know you need to write and haven't written it yet, saying, I won't have enough time. It won't make it. I don't have the ability. These are all types of fear. How many of you guys have been in those relationships and know that relationship just isn't for you? And you stay there in fear of being alone, fear of not being able to pay the bills, fear of not being able to take care of your children. How many of you guys want to leave that job and haven't left in fear of the unknown? Fear of things not working out. Fear that it might be the wrong move. Fear is one of the biggest culprits in our lives that stop us from moving along in our path. And this video right here is designed to let you realize that, to finally get the point and move on. Now, I'm not telling you to get out there and say, well, Eyvette, I'm just going to leave my job. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to make an informed decision and make a plan. Once you know, again, what direction you want your ship to go into, and you know it's your divine right to have it, you move forward and take bold steps, but you take informed, smart steps towards that direction. You would not get in your ship stating, I'm going in this direction, but don't put gas or whatever fuel it uses to get you there. So people might say, well, Eyvette, the law of attraction said you don't have to do anything. You just lay there and it pops up and it's there. That is a bunch of baloney. Okay? There's times that you might manifest things by just sitting there. But most of the things you're going to manifest is based on your actions. If you want to manifest that new job, you must know what you're talking about, first of all. So that means you got to take some time to do some reading or some training to build up your knowledge. If you want to start your own business, you have to make sure you're already getting prepared with your credit. You're already getting prepared to do the things that you need to do. Again, the law of attraction is a universal law. It's just like gravity. It just is. You cannot stop it from working. But your fears has been the biggest culprit in your life to hold you back. Now, when you're holding on to fear, everyone, you are stopping yourself from moving on. Not only that, you're doing more damage to yourself because you're holding in that vibration of fear. And that fear, again, is a vibration that will bring to you exactly what it is you're thinking of. So when you're holding on to fear of the unknown, fear of leaving that man, fear of not being able to write that book, you're attracting things into your life that you don't want. Now, a lot of people are saying they're going to manifest this, manifest that for the new year. I'm saying to myself, what's holding you back? Are you taking action? Are you allowing fear and doubt and worry to stop you from doing the things that you need to do? Now, for all of you out there that are saying these things, I want you to stop and step back and say, what's holding me from moving forward? What must I do to get to the destination that I'm trying to place myself? Fear is the number one emotion that is holding so many people back. If you want that new job, ask yourself, are my feelings putting me closer to where I want to go, or is it taking me further back? Some of you are probably saying, I don't have fears, Eyvette. You know, when it comes down to me manifesting what I want, I already know what I want, and that's what it is. I tell you, if that is true, great. But I tell a lot of you guys, do the mirror work. Get in that mirror and talk to yourself and see how you really feel. See what is inside of you from childhood that could be actually manifesting in your life right now. A lot of us was insulted as children or as teenagers or growing up, had some bad experiences. And deep down are holding on to those things and the fear come up. Why is it a man or a woman stay in relationships that they know are no good? That man or woman insults them or hits them, or you just know the relationship is toxic, but you stay in that relationship. Why? Because something happened in your childhood. Something is impregnated in your subconscious mind, which causes a belief and an action that keeps you in that relationship. It all boils down to fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of not knowing what's next. Fear of just saying, this is the way it is. I just got to accept it for what it is. I'm telling you, even myself, when I had my 12-unit apartment building and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, fear got into me also. I knew what I should have done many years ago, and that's what I'm doing now. Fear held me back from not knowing how people will take me. I should have been out many years ago. But because fear held me back of people not accepting who I am, I stayed in the background. Now, what are you allowing fear to hold you back from? Is it again that book? Is it that new job? Is it that business that you're trying to start? Is it that new relationship that you're looking for? What is fear causing you to do in your life that is stopping you from moving on to the next step? By holding on to that relationship or that old experience, it is stopping you from moving forward. At the same time, because you're not on your right path, it's actually bringing in negative emotions inside of you, attracting things in your life that you just don't want. Fear is powerful, and I don't care who you are, we all have them. In some way or another, in one form in your life, no matter if it's finances, no matter if it's education or your business or your relationships, no matter where it is, fear in each and every one of our lives has a toll. The thing is that you have to realize where your life is not going right. Realize what it is stopping you from getting out of that situation and then correct it and move on. A lot of times, whatever you're fearful about will never come about. Well, what if they don't give me the job? You will never know until you try. And if they don't, you try and try again. It's not until you let that fear go and know that you are deserving of everything it is in life that you desire is when those doors are open up for you. You cannot take the next step forward being held back by your past. You got to remember, fear is a fragment of your mind. It is a belief that is inside of you, most likely will never occur. But you will never know unless you let it go and move forward. Now, don't get me wrong. Fear sometimes is needed because it propels you forward, but to a certain point. You use that to help motivate you to keep moving forward, but you don't allow it to linger on where it affects your life. If you're holding on to a relationship in fear of being alone, or fear of being stuck, or fear of not having money, you are letting fear control your life. We all been there. I don't tell you guys nothing that I haven't been through. The thing is, fear is the number one cause of you not manifesting what you want in your life. So listen, this is Eyvette from My World of Metaphysics, always bringing you a law of attraction, metaphysical life coaching lesson to help change your life. Get rid of that fear. Stop allowing fear to control your life. You can reach me at myworldofmetaphysics.com, where you can get one-on-one coaching from me. You can also go to store.myworldofmetaphysics.com, where you can buy crystals and candles and oils and sage. Whatever it is you desire from a new age shop is there. Again, this is Eyvette. Namaste.